up, YouTube? JTISREBORN here, and welcome into my new thing I'm doing with my channel. So, as some of you can tell based on prior videos I made, or for those of you who are new, I'm a huge fan of Batman. He's like my favorite superhero of all time, and my favorite TV show of all time, Batman the Animated Series. I fucking love this show. The animation, the voice acting, the storylines, the music, just everything about this show is incredible. And also, you know, it perfectly captures the character. There's no other adaptation of Batman done better than this. I mean, I love a lot of the film adaptations and stuff, but this is like the best and the closest to the comic books I can think of. Well, unless you count the Arkham games, which, you know, pretty much is written by the same crew as like the Batman the Animated Series, which I kind of consider that kind of like a continuation. But Batman the Animated Series is amazing. So, I want to do a review on it, but if I do a review on it, I feel like I'd be leaving things out, because I do want to talk about every episode, but I feel like the easiest way for me to do that and to get my thoughts across is to just watch the episodes and then just talk about it on camera just like this. And yeah, I'm going to do that, because I mean, I tried doing this on my old YouTube channel years ago, and one of the reasons my channel got taken out was due to copyright, which is really stupid, but this is the easiest way. It's not really any copyright stuff, so yeah, this is already turning out to be a disaster of a video. But let's get started. So, we're going to begin with talking about the first episode of the series, On Leather Wings. This episode centers around the character of Man-Bat. We're introduced to several other people, so let's go from the beginning. I also have my phone here to talk about some of the notes. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's read the synopsis. A mysterious creature is mistaken for Batman. The police send a task force after the Dark Knight. That's what you basically need to know. So, in this episode, it's our first intro to the series, and immediately you see that amazing intro, and you hear that music. Shirley Walker did the music for this, although Danny Elfman did help somewhat, I guess. His Batman theme from Tim Burton's Batman actually, like, appears in the show. This episode in particular, you hear the dun 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 dun, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. But anyway, so this first episode begins, we see this, you know, bat flapping its wings, Man-Bat, going in, he's stealing chemicals, and Batman has to basically go investigate. We're also introduced to several other characters, not necessarily having major roles, but like they'll appear throughout the series. We see Commissioner Gordon, we see Mayor Hamilton Hill, we see Harvey Bullock, who's this, you know, tough detective. He's like, easy, commish. We also see Harvey Dent briefly, who would later become Two-Face, for those of you who are Batman fans. And we also like are introduced to the Alfred, who was actually voiced by Clive Reville or whatever. It wasn't Efron Zimbrast who would take over voicing the character for pretty much the entire like animated universe after this dude. And then we also have Kevin Conroy as Batman / Bruce Wayne, the voice of Batman, mind you. Other people have come in, they've done great jobs, but when I read a Batman comic, I read it in Kevin's voice, much like when I watch Batman or when I read a comic book and I see the Joker, I hear Mark Hamill's voice. That's the way it is for me, because those two are amazing. The rest of the cast in the show is great too. This is a more adult show. This is a show for all ages, but it's definitely like more of an adult show in some ways than it is for kids, because the story, just the way it's like played out, like no other TV show at the time was like this. It took its audience seriously. It had a full orchestrational score. It's like the cast recorded kind of like an old radio play. It's fantastic, and it holds up substantially well. And this first episode is no exception. It's really good. It's not one of the best episodes in the series, but there's so many amazing episodes in Batman the Animated Series that it's easy to see why this one can kind of get like slipped under. But like one of the reasons it's remembered most because it's the first episode. But anyway, so Batman, voiced by Kevin Conroy, amazing casting, is going to investigate. And what I love about this episode is you get kind of a mystery. For those of you who don't know who Man-Bat is, into it, Batman's using his detective skills to figure things out. He's investigating. He uses two distinct voices as Bruce Wayne and Batman. And he goes into it thinking, you know, I'm going to use my Playboy angle. I'm going to figure out what's up with this like weird bat sound. He goes and investigates, and then he comes across these people. He's like, okay, something's up here. Then he investigates, and then he finds out that Kirk Langstrom is Batman, which, by the way, full spoilers for this episode. He has to basically stop him, and he does, and then he doesn't actually take him to the police. He's like, oh, he's got a condition, I'm going to help you out. So, good guy Batman, saves the day, pretty much the end of the episode. But That first transformation scene where Langstrom, like, turns around, he's like, "It's in me, Batman." Like, that was freaky when I first saw it. And he, like, his voice changes and shifts, and ooh, creepy, creepy, creepy. But yeah, this is a really solid episode. Not sure what else I could say. Go check it out, and I think you'll have a good time. Yeah, so how long is this video? 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I'll get better as I do more of these, but for the first one, the episode's solid, great animation, great music, great atmosphere too. I just love the artwork. I just love looking at it. There's also some kind of like funny adult moments too that you don't expect in kids shows at the time. But yeah, so Batman's framed, Bullock's after him too. It's just Batman versus the police, which would later happen in Mask of the Phantasm. I've already reviewed that movie, so you can check that out. And yeah, this isn't my best work, mind you, in this video, so I think I'm just going to cut it here. Yeah, I'll get to talking about the next episode, which I think is superior to the first episode, because it introduces Mark Hamill as the Joker, and he is so much fun to watch. So, yep, talk to you later. Thanks for watching.